Well, surely the wicketkeeper is standing too much behind the stumps because the ball is always hitting his toes. Now that time much better. Good carry through to the wicketkeeper. That was bowled with good pace. Can tell that with that carry through to the wicketkeeper because the ball was always landing onto the pads of the wicketkeeper. Now that's up in there. Chance. No, it's gone all the way. Much power behind that shot. This time, Yugain coming down the track a bit, presenting the full face of the bat and absolutely slapped. There we go. That's gone. The moment it went off the bat, that's 6 written all over it. Right, so a spinner being introduced from the far end, from the opposite of the end where we are stationed. Yeah, Dharmapala College grounds in Pandipitya. Right, so the skipper with the ball in hand from Ansell Textiles. Let's see whether he can continue this onslaught on to the Akbar Brothers. A quick single. Oh, misfield. And back for the second run. That's very poor from the fielder. Down at more of a backward squall-leg fielder, more than a fine leg fielder. Somewhere in between, I would say. So now we have gone past the power play. First 2 overs being done. That's driven quite nicely. Good bit of work from the fielder. So we got, 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So you can have 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle till the 9th over. If the batters decide to take the batting power play before that, they have that right as well. So if that's the case, then only 3 fielders will be permitted outside the 30-yard circle for 1 over. So right now we have a long on and long off in position, a deep mid-wicket in position as well. More fielding changes being done at the moment. A backward point in position as well. A backward square leg. And we have a deep extra car fielder in position as well. So 4 fielders in that V shape of the batter. Understandably in these T10 leagues, the batter will try to, if it's in the slot, he will try to hit that ball towards the long on or mid-wicket region. Now this time around, just a gentle push towards the backward square-leg fielder. And that's the end of the over. Quite over there from the skipper Madhushan. Just 5 runs coming off from it. 4 overs done, 38 for 4. Right, so this is how it stands at the moment for Akbar Brothers. Chatra Devinder was the one who started off the onslaught. 19 of 7, 3 4s and a 6. But from there onwards, none of the batters were able to consolidate themselves out in the middle and to put up a decent score. This is 1 and 2 ducks as well. So at the moment we have Vikum Taruj and Yurendran. 5 and 8 respectively for the 2 batters. And 38 for 4. 22 runs of those 38 came in the first over. Right, so Lakshman is back with the ball in hand. Picked up a couple of wickets in his first over. That's good. That's a good shot. Really, really good shot. Should have been stopped though, but still powerful enough to get it all the way. The good thing about that shot is the moment it left the face of the bat, it went along the ground. That's a good thing about that shot. There we go. Came down the track a bit. Should have been stopped though, but very powerfully struck. A boundary after some time, and Lakshman's first ball. Early it was a wicket, and now it's a boundary. We're asking the question, just too much down the ground, I would say. I think that's the reason why the umpire decided not to give it as out, because that looks straight enough. But the batsman was too far down the track. Or maybe just sliding down the leg side. It's hard to say from the angle that we see, but of course the umpire gets the best view. Swing and a miss. Yurendran knows only one way to play. If he gets it, it stays there. Otherwise, it will go straight into the hands of the wicketkeeper. Good enough. So that's the third wicket for Lakshman. For a moment I thought that it cleared the fielder, but taken. So half of the side back in the pavilion now for Akbar Brothers inside the first 5 overs. Not the kind of start they were looking for. 43 for 5. And Lakshman once again continuing his good form and picking up his third wicket. So Yurendran is gone for 8 of 6. Lakshman Bandara with the breakthrough, and Canary Cruz with the catch. Roshan Pereira, right-handed batter, 4 matches, 81 runs for him. With an average of 20.25, a very healthy average, I would say, and a healthy strike rate as well. Has 150 to his name, but he's against Lakshman, who's picking up wickets all over. Good ball once again. That's how you bowl at a newcomer. You put that pressure from ball number 1, and Lakshman Bandara has been quite good. Now this was the wicket. Sliced, but just not enough to get it over the head of the backward point fielder. Last ball of this over. Coming back for the second run. Got to hurry. And gone, is it? No, nothing there from the umpire. From here, it looks like the batter was struggling, but looks like he's home just maybe if he was just few seconds early, that would have been out. But that's how it works out there in the middle. Every millisecond counts. 5 was done, and Akbar Brothers now 45 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Well, that's the end of the halfway stage of the innings from the Akbar Brothers. Just getting a bit of straggling as well. 45 for 5. Nearly would have been another wicket to falls in the previous delivery of the last over. 45 for 5 now. Wickham Tarisha is 9 of 8. As we've seen in the toss, the Akbar team captain winning the toss, and he says we was looking for 150 or more than as well, but as usually now getting past 100 run mark also a bit difficult for the Akbar Brothers in front of this beautiful fast bowler unit of Ansell side. They're doing 100% what they can in this beautiful morning at Sporty.lk College ground. See what happened in the last ball of the previous over. They was looking for get the second run, but looks like they would have been out. But the umpire says not out as well, but I doesn't see any interestment with that running. That's in the air. Two fielders coming underneath. The mid-wicket says that's mine, and a brilliant catch right on the edge of the boundary. And another wicket falls. Wickham Tarisha is on his way. Great bit of bowling, excellent bit of fielding from the Ansell. A pace-off delivery once again into the pitch. Looks like it's off counter. Looking to overhit it by himself, but he doesn't get the distance onto it. Brilliant catch. Ansell Textile is absolutely good. Excellent comeback. They were the 6th wicket fall for the Akbar Brothers. Raj is delivering some great bowling from himself. He bowled his first over so well. Just giving away 3 runs. And also this over has been very good from himself. 2 balls, 2 dots and a wicket. As the ball worked away to its mid-wicket. Chamada, the new batsman, get things off the mark. As was in some power hitting inside the first over from the Akbar Brothers. Went on at 21 runs on it. But soon as after that in the second over, the Ansell Textile is making a great comeback with taking a couple of wickets in 1 over. That's nicely worked away towards the leg side. Still only 1 at the moment. Looking to hit over is not the easiest of things, and also it's not to be the thing what the Akbar wanted to do. If they can gonna get up to 8 over like this, working the ball to the leg side, working the ball for a single or 2, getting a couple of boundaries per 1 over, doesn't try to overheating, is the best option to take those runs. And after the 8th over, you had remaining 2 more overs. So then you can gonna get some power hitting, but you want to save your wickets to do something that better in the back end of the innings as well. The partnership is quite important at this stage. This is the shortest and fastest format of the cricket. T10, the Mercantile Cricket Association T10 Super League 2025 match 1 this morning at Sportylk College ground. This is a Group F match, and even it's a Tier B match I mentioned to you. .48 for 6 after 6 overs from the Akbar Brothers. At the moment they are going exactly at 8 runs per over from the Akbar Brothers as well. What a brilliant spell to be from Raj. Just given at 4 runs and picked up a 3 wickets by himself on his 2 over spell. What a brilliant performance. These kind of a couple of bowling spells are very important. That's a match-winning bowling spell, I reckon, for the Ansell Textile. And they brought their second spinning bowling option to the morning as well. Chamoda Senaviratna, 2 of 3. Russian Perez, a runner ball 3 at the moment. Left arm over the wicket, swings in the air, on the bounce towards the long on. Now 1 hit away to take that 50-run mark for the Akbar Brothers as well. This is going the 7th over as well. You know, the first couple of overs of this tournament is giving power play for the batting side, and also the second power play you can take inside the 3rd over to 9th. If you don't take it the third to ninth in your second power play, you can take it. It's automatically turning out to be the second power play is the 10th over as well. That's the conditions of this tournament as well. Good rules. Very healthy rules for the both bat and bowling sides. 50 comes up from the Akbar Brothers. Too short. Few steps came down the track as well, but he hitting the ball with the 2 minds as well. Does they come down the track playing stay backward. Charniger is bowling very decently today. Coming over the wicket against the bot right-handers. He's covered the line of the ball but hasn't controlled it. Straight up in the air. This should be a simple one. And he is. Good catch from Charniger. Another wicket falls for the Akbar Brothers. Brilliant delivery. Bowling with outside the off stump again from Charniger. Looking to hitting against the spin by the right-hander, but top edge went straight up in the air. It doesn't go on any way. Brilliant catch from Charniger running few yards behind. 7th wicket falls. 51 for 7 from the Akbar Brothers. And this man is on his way for 9. Akbar Brothers are under enormous trouble at this stage against the Ansell Textile. Just 3 more wickets away. After the end of first over, that brings a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence about their batters. And that should be another one. It's very, very confident wicketkeeper. It's a good delivery for the new batsman as well. Quicker delivery. Excellent bit of bowling. Good variations with the pace as you've seen it did. Just bowling a bit outside the off stump. That's the plate. Just the single to end the 7th over. 52 for 7 from the Akbar. As usual, the fielding is very good from the Akbar Brothers. The fielders are doing a massive job. I recognise this is a great comeback from the Ansell Textile. This is the Oscar card so far. 19 from Chaturdev in the max that believed today's side, but he's out in the 2nd over of the game. He's one of the batters that hit the ball harder coming at opening. 3 forces and brings a 6 over deep square leg inside the 1st over. With Sean, the skipper with the ball in hand. Comes in over the wicket as well. Just a single on to independent shoes now. 2 from 3 balls. Jamoda Seneviratne is 4 from 5. At this stage, they cannot get past 70-75 run total. Would have been a bit of challenge in total. But it's not the total what they're looking to get. That's beautifully played. Cuts and cuts hard. And into the gap for 4. It's a much important boundary. Welcome boundary of the bat of Jamoda. If it can't hitting over, playing through the offside like this, very healthy. Because there was no any risk. He knows exactly where the fielders are placed to him. And hits it wide of backward square leg for 4. At the moment, wicketkeeper is getting a few yards behind the stumps for the spinner. Short delivery, that's nicely played, goes spine, raced away, can find leg fielder, stops it, no he can't. Raced away for 4. The back-to-back boundaries is, and this will make the momentum back to the batting side. He's trying to bowl the quicker deliveries, trying to bowl the arm balls, you can see it, but he missed the line. Gets a too much swing into it, the right hand, and played it very nicely. Much important boundary for the Akbar Brothers. 61 for 7, 3 more to come of the over. Nicely bowled, trying to play it. No, it's not nice enough. It's a wide signal by the umpire. The batsman is always looked to play it through the offside, trying to use the pace of the ball because he knew there was a fielder at 3rd man is up in the 30-yard circle in the A. Long off in place. And it's another good catch. Brilliant bit of fielding once again from the Ansell Textile. It's not the easiest of catches. Coming few yards in front. Brilliantly take on to it. Jamo the Seneviratna is the pads for 12. The 8 wicket falls for the Akbar Brothers. Take a look at what happened there. Ball once again outside the off time. Looking to go over the offside. Really, really good catch. Nicely held on to it from the fielder at long off. Seneviratna departs for 12 of 8. 62 for 8 from the Akbar Brothers. That's a brilliant delivery, and straight away the up goes the finger, and another wicket falls. 2 and 2 from Mother Sean. Great piece of bowling once again out on the off jump and trying to hit through the offside. Gets a thick outside edge as well. Very big noise. It's quite a simple decision for the umpire as well. Mother Sean has 2 and 2. Now he's on a hat trick. Great bit of bowling. Excellent night from Ansell Textile as a captain. He's done a magnificent responsibility by himself. 62 for 9, bravo. Amulet is the port. First ball back. Now they're all set for the hat-trick ball. Let's see what's happening here. He's just stabbing, but it's now time for a team hat-trick in the keeper's end. Does he make his way? Yes, he does. Well done, they. What a brilliant over this is from Mother Sean after hitting 9 runs in the first 3 balls, taking 2 wickets. 63 for 9. 8 overs goes from the 3 wickets for the Lakshman Bandara, 3 wickets for Kogalaraj, and 2 for the captain Mother Sean. Really healthy, had quite a peaceful bowling card day from the point of Ansell Textile. The last 2 overs coming now. The backward square leg to get day. Extra carver. Long off, long on, and fielder at deep mid wicket as well. 5 fielders allowed the 30-yard circle. Still the Akbar Brothers hasn't taken their power play. So surely they will take it to the next over. More than 11 delivers remaining of the innings for the Akbar Brothers as well. So can they gonna get maybe around 20, 19 runs for the next 11 balls? Would have been a 80, 85. Down the track he comes in an easy stamping by the wicket keeper. There was no hesitation for the umpire, and Akbar Brothers was bowled out for 65. What a performance with the bowling from the Ansell Textile, bowling outside the off. He's seen it batsman coming down the track. He gets too much turn onto it. And a great work by the wicketkeeper behind the stumps as well. Akbar Brothers was bowled out for 65 in 8.2 overs. Nipun Tarisha, the last man to depart for 2 from 4. Brilliant bit of bowling from the Ansell Textile. The game is making looks too easy now for their side. Scorecard 19 of 7 from Chatura Devinder. And only the Jamal the Seneviratna able to go past the double figures. He's 12 from 8, and the other all is disappointing with their batting. We've seen it 3 decks on the scorecard as well. 3 wickets for the Kuglarge in 2 overs, has just given 4 runs, and 3 wickets for the Lakshman Bandara and 2 for Madhushan. Chanakabir Singh picked up 2 wickets. Brilliant bowling performance from their side. Only Tisura Fernando, the man, is a bit expensive, giving away 21 runs. Well, so the Ansell Textile is needed 66 runs for their victory. This is the highlights of the inning. A positive start from the Akbar Brothers. Hits 3 forces in a row from the open batsman. 1, 2 in through the offside, and this is that massive 6. And it's one of the massive 6 of the innings so far. This is the dismissal of him. Brilliant catch from the fielder at mid-wicket. Almost he dropped it, but nicely held on to it. Pace off delivery. Batsman was completely lost it to it as well. The earth stump is out of the ground. Maybe this is going over the stumps, but umpire says no. Cap low, hit the stumps, and this is a poor dismissal. Very poor shot. Selections at one stage, but quite a few boundaries was on in the middle. Went for the big shot, but hasn't controlled it, hasn't middled it as well. Brilliantly take at the mid-wicket boundary. And a very good cotton ball. Nicely take onto it by Charnock as well. And cuts nicely through the offside. Into the offside, and absolutely massive job from the Ansell Textile fast bowlers and also the spinners as well. 6 wickets for the fast bowlers in point of end, 4 wickets for the spinners. That's a very good catch from the wicket keeper behind the stumps. And this is the last wicket to get the dismissal from Ansell Textile. So that's the news, and so 66 runs needed for the victory for the Ansell Textile in 60 balls. So we will be coming soon as possible with the run chase of this game.
welcome back to Pandapiti Dharmapala College grounds as we bring you the live action of this MCA T10 Super League 2025. Akbar Brothers taking on Ansell Textile Lanka, a Tier B encounter here at Pandapiti. Akbar Brothers are being put into bat first, restricted for just 65 runs in just 8.2 overs. That gives Ansell Textiles a very below par total, or rather a target of 66 runs in 10 overs. On paper, it may look like an easy target, but it's a whole different ball game out there. 1 or 2 close wickets will certainly take this game to the wire. Right, so the two openers are ready from Ansell Textiles. They need to make sure they're finishing things off quickly here. And of course, the key for Akbar is they don't have runs to defend. They have to make sure that they're picking up wickets and bowling out this Ansell Textile Lanka as quickly as they can. Looks like the skipper is starting off the proceedings with the ball in hand for Akbar Brothers. Right, so here we go. Ball number 1. This run chase, chasing down a target of 66 runs in 10 overs. Ansell Textiles. That's a 4, is it? Yeah, there we go. Not the best of the fielding efforts from the fielder. Now that was asking for trouble. Kusal, the skipper from Akbar Brothers, bowled it wide outside the off stump, plenty of way. There we go. Just a hint of movement away from the batter and not the best of the fielding efforts. That's just letting you down your team badly from ball number 1. Got to make sure as a fielding unit that you're on your toes all the time. Left alone that time. So the key for Ansell Textiles Lanka is now they need 62 runs to win from 59 deliveries. So the key thing is to get going from ball number 1. Now they got a boundary. They don't really need to take any unnecessary risks here. They got 10 overs, and at the moment the required run rate is just above 6.5 runs per, or rather 6 runs per over, just below 6.5 runs per over. So they have their freedom out there in the middle to score freely, and at the same time to get those boundaries, odd boundaries, whenever there's an opportunity. Now, shots like that are very risk-free shots because we're still in the power play. So there's plenty of open gaps. So it's just a matter of getting it over the head of the fielders inside the 30-yard circle. And once you do that, if there is enough legs on the ball, it'll run down towards the boundary. But those are safe options. And especially in this first 2 overs, is Kusal Atapattu, the skipper, 27 wickets in 18 matches. So in the power play, you've got to make sure that you're getting that full use. Just hit it over the head of the fielder and let the outfield do its trick. It's not the fastest of the outfields, but compared to yesterday, it's lightning fast, I would say. Especially down the ground. Now that's once again safe. Might not just run away for a boundary, but it's a safe gamble to take. A couple of runs there. So I like this approach from Maka Shanjana. And that's the end of the over. 9 runs, quite safe there from Ansell Textiles, Lanka. 9 runs without loss after the end of first over. There we go, 57 more runs required, 54 deliveries remaining. Nothing much to panic for Ansell Textiles, Lanka. Their bowlers have done their job. Need to make sure that they're getting those ones and twos. They're not losing wickets. That's the most important thing. They don't want to be in a position where Akbar Brothers were in at the end of over number 2 or 3, losing 4-5 wickets. Right, so Nipuna Tarusha. Just probably sliding down the leg side. Tisura Fernando stuck in his crease. Yeah, there we go. Easy decision for the umpire. Couldn't get it away from the fielder. Mid-off fielder in position, cutting it down for just a single. Again, not the best of the deliveries, but effective as it now. Now that's up in there. A chance. And he takes it. That's a good catch. Had to cover some ground, but he did that in perfect manner. It was a running catch. Always not the easiest ones, these running catches. But Akash Anjana has to depart, trying to heave that ball towards the mid-wicket region. Getting that top edge, went very high up in there. There we go. That's a good take. First wicket down for Ansell. Hitting the pads quite a few times now, Nipun Tarush in this over. Now this was the last wicket. A good length delivery, trying to work that ball towards the mid-wicket region. Went very high up in there. The mid-wicket fielder was position, but he had to cover some ground, but that was a good take. Again, on to the pads. See, the mistake these batters are doing is they're trying to play it on the back foot. When the ball is clearly on the front foot, they could have just, glide that ball down towards, maybe down towards the square leg region or maybe towards a point to get a single. But nevertheless, 2 overs done, 14 for 1. That's high up in there once again. But this time, it's gone all the way for a 6. This time it's Thisura Fernando, who absolutely demolished that through the mid-wicket region. Brave Amilat, his first ball, has gone all the way. That's right in the slot. That's asking for trouble. Need few of those, Ansell Textiles Lanka. Just bowl it in good length. That's all you need to do to avoid being hit down for a boundary. If the batter is good enough, yes, he will. But this time it's high up in there. No chance for either of the two fielders who were running for that catch. It's a couple of runs being taken. But that again is just touched too full outside the off stump. Off the edge. And this might just run away for a boundary. Yes, it does. Doesn't matter how they come as long as they're coming for Ansell Textiles Lanka. They only need 40 runs to win this match. And boundaries like that will certainly help that course. Yeah, a wild swing from the batter. Right in the arc once again. A boundary or a 6. We'll wait for the confirmation from the umpire. Ah, yes, it's a 6. Again in the same region. And Thisuru Fernando is having a good run out there. That was powerfully struck. For a moment I thought, it just popped out of his hands. Sahan, that could have been a wicket. My goodness, that was a mistake there done from the fielder down in the deep. That should have been out. That should have been the end of Thisura Fernando instead. He just pushed it over the boundary line for a 6. Last ball of this over. There's an expensive one, 19 runs coming off from it. That's a good looking shot. That's a brilliant shot. That's just a deft touch there from Niroshan Laksha. Knew exactly where the fielder was positioned. The third man fielder down in the deep had no chance whatsoever, and it runs down towards the boundary. And that's the end of the over. 3 overs done, 37 for the loss of 1 wicket. Just 29 runs away from victory now, Akbar Brothers. Sahan Sankalpa with the ball in hand. Impressive figures. 64 matches, plenty of experience. 114 wickets with best figures of 6 for 15. That's impressive figures. Sharp turn there on offer for Sahan. .28 runs required of 41 deliveries. A quick single. That's good stuff there from the batter. Came down the track, just a gentle push. Knew that there was a single for certain there. The required run rate now just above 4 runs per over. That's a good looking shot. Might not just run away for a boundary, but just a single though. Not the best of the run in between the wicket. Even in the previous attempt when there was that bowler who threw the ball at the wicket, they could have run. There's a couple of missed opportunities there for 2 extra runs. But this is turning out to be a good over. In fact, indeed, he's a good over. Just 3 runs coming off from that Sahan Sankal's over. 4 overs done. 40 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Tisura Fernando still out there in the middle. 27 off 13. 2 sixes and 2 fours for him. Alongside Niroshan Lakshanta, who struck with just 1 boundary. But he's been out there giving that support to Tisura Fernando because there's nothing much to do out there in the middle, to be honest, for Ansell Textiles. You just need to make sure that they're scoring at least 5 to 6 runs per over, and by the time eventually they will cross over this mark, just 20 odd runs more required now for Ansell Textiles. Lanka, they have 9 wickets in hand, so odds are in favour of Ansell Textiles. Unless something funny happens out there in the middle. Roshan Pereira, 8 matches, 7 wickets. Has been brought in to bowl this next over with a medium pace. Don't know whether that's the best option. Even if you notice yesterday, it was the spinners who took control of the game, who took high amount of wickets yesterday, and I think that it was the same today as well, except for Lakshman, who did extremely well to pick up 3 wickets. He was a medium fast bowler. A quick single. Good run in that time. Good early call there from Tisura Fernando and Niroshan Lakshan as well. So obviously in these batting conditions, the spinners might dominate, and that was the case yesterday as well because of that extra spin they get off the conditions, and at the same time it gets very slow as well. Once it lands on the pitch, it tends to get a bit slow. But these players, as I mentioned yesterday as well, these players are used to playing on matins. They've been playing different divisions of cricket in Mercantile. As I mentioned earlier today, these 2 teams, Ansell Textiles and Akbar Brothers, are well-established names in mercantile cricket in Sri Lanka. So they've been playing in these matting conditions. These players are used to play in these matting conditions. So getting adjusted is not something unusual for these players, getting adjusted to the pace, because playing on a turf condition and then playing on a mat, that's high up in their chance. Oh, it's a 6. Yes, it is. That was a tough chance though, but it'll be an interesting replay to see what exactly happened there. Again, Tisura, I believe, was trying to hit his favourite area. It was up in the air for some time and just misjudged it completely. Just 1 or 2 few steps back. It could have been an easy catch, but that'll be a wide. It is a wide. It's very far. Roshan. So to come back to what I was telling about, getting used to these matting conditions after playing in turf. So that's not an issue for these players because they've been playing in different divisions, G division or maybe higher up than that, in matting conditions. So they're used to the pace. Because the ball tends not to skid on off the conditions just like it would do on a turf condition or a turf pitch. Last ball of this over. That's high up in there. Chance. It has to be taken. It is taken. He made it look like very easy. Chintaka. And that's an important breakthrough. It's the Roshan who have been dismissed trying to work that short pitch delivery down towards. Maybe he was once again eyeing that mid-wicket region. Yeah. Top edge coming into play and a good take. Real good take from the fielder. So 5 overs completed. And Ansell Textiles Lanka 49 for the loss of 2 wickets now.
Well, it's 49 for 2 from the Ansell Textile after 5 overs, and they need just 17 more runs away for their victory in 30 balls remaining. Roshan Pereira continues. Sounded that so good. Straight up in the air, long good coming around and just over his head for 6. That's a brilliant shot from the right-hander. Tisura Fernando is on the charge in this morning. 50 comes up for the Ansell Textile. That's a beautiful shot indeed. Just a little bit of over pitching as well. Straight down the ground he goes. Gets all offered to it. Feel that longer and the captain of the Akbar Brothers coming around, but he can't get there. It's a very important a maximum for himself to create a lot of confidence as well. He's now 34 of 17. Going at 200. That was a little bit too short. Trying to work it over fine leg bat. Hasn't got any bat on it, but just a single as a leg by. Looks like these two batters are very hurried to finish this game for the favour of the Ansell Textile. Just 10 needed from 27 balls. They're a couple of feet away for the victory. Asanka Kumari is a new batsman. Hasn't faced for any delivery still. Quick and a risky single to get things off the mark from himself. Sankalpa has bowled very well on his first over, just given away 2 runs of his first, but at the moment he's given 8 runs as well so far. These 2 right-handers had a lot of experience, especially for Tisra Fernando. He's hit the ball very hard, there's no doubt about it. As we've seen out to be, he's hit it a couple of times out of the park as well. That's very good. Good tidy line and length again from himself. This is a Group F match as well. MCA Super League, T10 Super League 2025, playing at match 21, playing at Pondicherry Dhampala College Ground as well. Good delivery, bit of outside the off time. No footworks on day from Asanka. 58 for 2 from the Ansell Textile after 6 overs. Just 8 more runs away for the victory for the Ansell Textile. It's quite a difficult one, as no doubt about, for them. 8 more wickets remaining to do that. A lot of matches is playing today in this beautiful Sunday. 4 matches already planned to play at DSNI College Ground and 4 more matches at Nalanda College Ground. 4 more matches at St. Joseph College Ground, Colombo. And here's the other 4 matches coming up soon. Another important match between the Citrac Group versus Abans PLC. That would have been another important match of this tournament. Captain with the ball in hand and swings hard. Down the ground for 6 from Tesoro Fernando. He's up to the 40s with that. What a beautiful shot. Excellent sound of the bat from himself. Over pitched up from the captain of the Akbar Brothers at a nicely connected straight down the ground for 6. Not the easiest of part of the ground to clear it from himself, but he cleared it so well. He's showing what he can do. This will make a lot of confidence to his next match. He goes again over extra cover, and that will be the winning run for the Ansell Textile, and what a way to get them. What a massive victory from the Ansell Textile. They beat the Akbar Brothers by 8 wickets. Tesoro Fernando, the man that is absolutely brilliant in this morning. What a contribution as a batter to get those runs and take those victory for the Ansell Textile. Goes over mid off, beautiful shot to get the winning run. Beautiful bit of performance from the Ansell Textile. They beat them by 8 wickets. Remarkable performance here in Pondicherry Polo College ground by the Ansell Textile. The captain winning the toss and asking to bat first from the opposite side, and they bowled out for 65, the Akbar Brothers. 66 is another difficult target to get here at Pondicherry Polo College ground, and they chase it such a easily inside the 7th over of the game. Brilliant performance, good captaincy, good performance. This is the scorecard of Akbar Brothers. 19 is the top score from the Chatura Devinder of just 7 balls. Chamoda Seneviratna 12 of 8. These are the top 2 scorers of the Akbar Brothers group. As we seen to be the bowling card of the Ansell Textile. 3 for 4 from Kukularaj. One of the best bowling figures from himself. Lakshman Bandara take 3 wickets, and Madhushan Sanjay got 2, and also Chanakabira Singh got 2 wickets by himself. A brilliant performance from the Ansell Textile. Good contribution from each other as a team. They were so good with the bat and bowling, and also there was to be some great fielding efforts from them in the early of the morning. This is the highlights of this run chase. Beautiful way to get the opening runs inside the first over, and 5 power hittings was in it, but this is the dismissal of the opening batsman. Looking to hit over mid wicket, but doesn't connect it. But these are some beautiful cricket bat strikes from the Fernando. He's absolutely charging this morning against the Akbar Brothers and take on all the bowlers of the Red Army. But this is almost a chance to get his wicket, but dropped it from the Akbar. And this is another half a chance. But this is the dismissal of the wicket keeper of Ansell Textiles. Quite a few positive shots in the previous over down the ground, and another beautiful shot from him straight down the ground. It looks like he's so powerful on straight down the ground as well. This is the winning moment for the Ansell Textile as well. Great scenes, 8 wickets victory. Warm up to the top of the points tables from the Ansell Textile. This is the full match summary. Batting first, Akbar Brothers group 65 for bowled out. Chatur Devinder with 19, 12 for Chamoda Seneviratna. Kukularaj got 3 for 4. Lakshman Bandara has 3 for 17. On the run chase, 68 for 2. Tesoro Fernando not out 45 from 21, strike about 200. And then Roshan Lakshanta, wicketkeeper, with 12 of 10. 1 wicket for 3 runs by Nipuna Tarisha. And Rashan Perera picked up 1 wicket for 19. These are the top performance from the both sides. And Ansell Textile won by 8 wickets. They beat the Akbar Brothers in quite a comprehensive way too as well. We will be coming soon as possible with the next match. Don't go anyway. Stay with the live action.